everybody. I'm Laura Trump coming to you from Studio 2020 in Arlington, Virginia. With continued job creation and brand new trade deals, the Trump economy is still strong and growing as the 2020 campaign heats up. Joining me is economist and senior fellow at the Heritage Foundation, Steve Moore. Steve, welcome back. Thanks for joining us.
Every time we get together, I don't think it can get better, and it just keeps getting better.
We keep winning. Are you not? You're not tired of winning yet?
I'm a little tired of this.
So we have had so much success under the Trump economy, but recently you said President Trump had, quote, the single best week of any modern president
Yes.
With the signing of these new trade deals. Tell me about that.
They're fantastic, and I actually. When I saw the president a few weeks ago, I reminded him I had some skepticism whether he could pull this off.
Okay.
I said, but he did. He pulled off two amazing trade deals, Canada and Mexico, which, by the way, most people don't understand. Those are our two largest trading partners, is Canada and Mexico. It's an improvement on NAFTA, and it will keep North America being a tariff-free zone, but it will protect workers. So I love that. And then the bigger one was China.
Yes.
And, I didn't think he was going to be able to pull this off, but he got China to make some very real concessions here. The biggest one is that if China complies, and we'll see, that's a big if, but if they do, this will mean 150 billion, with a B, additional American products exported abroad. Think about how many jobs, Laura, are associated with 150 billion. And that's farmers, manufacturers, steel workers, auto workers, technology workers. So it's a fantastic thing. And I think once I saw he had the China trade deal, I'm like, there's nothing that can stop him now. I mean, in terms of 2020, it sets up the economy for a really nice run.
It's amazing. And something that I don't think most people have heard about with USMCA is the fact that every 6 years, all the countries come together and make sure that it's working for everyone. They renegotiate if necessary. It's a businessman in the White House, right, Steve? So he gets how these things work. It's not just forever. We're going to have a blanket fix for everything. You have to go back and check in. I thought that was really interesting and something no one's talking about.
Look, China caved in here, right? I mean,
yes.
Donald Trump used the, kind of billy club of tariffs to force them to the negotiating table, and the strategy worked. So I'm feeling good about both of those trade deals. And boy, the market loved it. Workers are loving it. Farmers, I'm from Illinois. We grow more corn than any other state. This is huge for America's farmers.
So good. So good all around.
Yeah.
So you just had a column published titled Working Hard versus Hardly Working. With record low unemployment, how do we have the best of all worlds under President Trump? We really do.
So, I was at the Wall Street Journal during much of the Obama years. I was on the editorial page, and we used to joke that, Obama's going to drive the unemployment rate to zero because everybody's just going to stop working. If you're not working and you're not looking for a job, you're not considered unemployed. So the unemployment rate did fall under Obama, but in large part that was because people were dropping out of the workforce.
Right.
Now, here's the difference. Trump comes in, and we've slash the unemployment rate to the low. And by the way, for blacks, for Hispanics, for Asians, for
everybody in the country. Yes.
But the amazing thing, he has done that while the number of Americans working has increased.
Right.
And I'll give you an amazing statistic. 7 million. You know what that number is? It's the number of job openings in America today.
Wow.
Can you believe that? 7 million open jobs. That has never
great.
happened before in the history of the country. And when Larry Kudlow and I worked with Donald Trump back in 4 years ago now to put this tax plan together, that was the idea. Create a very tight labor market so workers would have an opportunity to bid up their wages. So we've got lower unemployment, more people working, and wages going up. Don't you just love that picture?
And they're naturally going up.
It's exactly. Not government mandates. It's basically, you saw the story that everybody's talking about, the Taco Bell stores that are now paying $100,000 a year for managers.
Yeah.
It's because they have to retain, and recruit great workers.
It's so great. Now, I want to switch gears for a second and talk about the Democrats. They didn't have a great situation in Iowa that hasn't worked out for them.
But they always believe everyone's a winner, so everybody was a winner on election night. Right?
Well, there you go. There you go. And
everybody gets a trophy with the Democrats.
That's exactly right. They're doing a good job of looking pretty bad out there to the American public. But something that they've talked about, some of the top tier candidates have talked about ending oil and gas and getting out of those fields totally and removing them from America. So, Steve, if people out there had any doubt about the intentions of the Democrats, let's hear directly from them as to what they want to do with this country.
Vice President Biden, I'd like to ask you, 3 consecutive American presidents have enjoyed stints of explosive economic growth due to a boom in oil and natural gas production. As president, would you be willing to sacrifice some of that growth, even knowing potentially that it could displace thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of blue-collar workers in the interest of transitioning to that greener economy?
The answer is yes.
So this is them telling you what they want to do. They want to get rid of oil and gas. How's that going to play in this country?
Yeah, most politicians, when they run for president, they say they're going to create millions of jobs. This is the first time you actually have a bunch of
Taking them
politicians
away.
who are promising to destroy millions of jobs.
Oh my gosh.
You're not just talking about the radicals like Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth
Yeah.
Warren, but Buttigieg, Biden, all of them are willing to sacrifice American workers, blue collar workers, truck
Yeah.
drivers, construction workers, oil and gas drillers. On this altar of climate change. And, one of the things that Donald Trump has done, among all these other accomplishments, he talks a lot about this a lot. For the first time in my lifetime, and I'm older than you are, in the first time in 50 years, the United States is actually a net exporter of oil and
Yes.
got. I mean, can you believe that?
Amazing.
It's something I'd never see in my
Energy
lifetime.
independent and a net
And
exporter.
so we're actually selling hundreds of billions of dollars of oil and gas rather than importing it. Trump is exactly right. He's all in on all American energy, and that's what I wish the Democrats, would be for that too, because I've been to these towns in central Pennsylvania. They were left for dead.
I know.
And now they're back and vibrant. And these Democrats, and you saw what Joe Biden said. Oh, we're going to turn these people into computer coders. I mean, what planet is he
No,
living on?
I mean, he doesn't know what planet he's on, in all fairness.
Right.
So we maybe have to give him a pass on that. But it's true. It's funny whenever you look at not just this policy, but the way the Democrats are proposing to move the country forward is by reversing all of the policies that the president put in place that are working for people.
And this is a really important point, because now what are the Democrats who just 3 years ago said Trump was going to destroy the economy? Now we got the best economy. Now you know what they're saying, right? Oh, it's the Obama economy, right? It's Obama.
That's
and I was
right.
asked that
Yes.
question at an RNC event recently. This woman said, "Do you think it's the Obama economy?" I said, "It is the Obama economy. It's the Obama effect. It's the effect that Barack Obama is no longer president of the United States."
that's a good line.
That is why we've got a booming economy, and it's going to continue. And 5 more. Can you imagine if we get 5 more years of this?
I sure hope so. And I think the
Prosperity and
country
peace.
hopes so
Beautiful.
too. Well, Steve, you are great. Thank you for breaking it all down for us as always. And thanks for being with us today.
Thank you.
It may have been the best week any modern president has ever had. At the same time, this economy is one of the best that hardworking Americans have ever had working for them. That's the real news for today. If you'd like to get involved with Team Trump, go to DonaldJTrump.com or text Trump to 88022 to join our winning team. I'm Laura Trump from Studio 2020 in Arlington, Virginia. Thanks for joining us, everybody.